the full, detailed, true story of Oliver Cromwell, a man who rose from modest gentry to become the military and political leader of England, a king-killer, and a controversial Lord Protector. Oliver Cromwell, the Puritan revolutionary who ruled England. Oliver Cromwell's story is not one of a monarch or a traditional aristocrat, but of a country gentleman whose deep Puritan faith and political convictions propelled him to the forefront of a revolution that would forever change the course of British history. The Making of a Puritan Gentleman, 1599–1640. Oliver Cromwell was born on April 25, 1599, in Huntingdon, England, into a family of minor gentry. His grandfather, Sir Henry Cromwell, was a wealthy landowner known as the Golden Knight, but his father, Robert Cromwell, was a younger son with a more modest estate. Education and early life. He attended Huntingdon Grammar School and later Sidney Sussex College, Cambridge, a college known for its Puritan sentiments. His stay there was cut short by his father's death in 1617, forcing him to return home to manage the family estates. He later studied law in London, a common path for gentlemen. Conversion experience. In his late 20s, Cromwell underwent a profound religious conversion. He became an intensely devout Puritan, a term for Protestants who sought to purify the Church of England of all remaining Catholic rituals and hierarchies. He believed in a personal, direct relationship with God, guided by conscience and the Bible. This faith became the central driving force of his life. Family man. In 1620, he married Elizabeth Bourchier, the daughter of a wealthy London merchant. The marriage was long and by all accounts happy, producing 9 children. For the next 2 decades, he lived the life of a struggling gentleman farmer, wrestling with debt and depression, which he interpreted as a spiritual struggle for God's grace. The reluctant MP and the slide to war, 1640–1642. Cromwell's political career began late. He was elected to Parliament in 1640, first to the Short Parliament and then to the famous Long Parliament. A voice for reform. In Parliament, he immediately aligned himself with the critics of King Charles I. He was not a leading figure yet, but he made his mark as a fierce and passionate speaker against the Archbishop of Canterbury, William Laud, and the king's policies, which Parliament viewed as tyrannical and popish, leaning towards Catholicism. The Great Divide. The conflict centered on the fundamental question of sovereignty. Did ultimate power reside in the king or in Parliament? Charles I believed in the divine right of kings. Parliament, fueled by Puritan members like Cromwell, believed the king was subject to the law. This dispute over power, money, and religion became irreconcilable.